Today we are celebrating 8 years in real estate. Here's what we've learned. Hey guys, it's Cole and Kelly Watkins with The Bridge Group, and we are so happy to be celebrating 8 years in real estate. We both passed our real estate exam test 8 years ago today, and we're excited to share with you some of the things that we've learned in this long and crazy journey.
Not just what we've learned, but what we've done and where we started.
Yeah.
8 years ago when we passed our test, we jumped into it, me full-time, you part-time, for the first year at least. And I think that 4 to 4.5 years later, we actually started our own company.
Yes.
So it has been a wild ride going from just managing ourselves, jumping into it full-time, to managing 40 agents, 6 staff members 8 years later. These are some of the things that we've learned from it. One of the biggest things that we've always had as a major part of our business, whether it was our company or working on another team, was caring. I think that one of the slogans for our team, one of the many slogans is, we want to treat every client like our only client. And I think Kelly has always done a great job with that and being empathetic. I'm not great at that, but Kelly has always been very good at that. And if you've worked with her, But Kelly, what does caring mean to you?
So caring means that I'm going to treat this transaction as if it was my own transaction. So I'm going to make sure that I negotiate the hardest, I get you the best deal, or if you're buying a house, I get you that perfect house. Now, obviously there's no perfect house, but I'm gonna do everything that I can in my ability to make sure that you have a great experience, that you're happy. And there's gonna be things that come on this real estate journey, ups and downs, but at the end of the day, you're gonna leave this roller coaster, as we say, on a high and wanting to do it again.
All right, the second thing, it would take hours to go through everything that we've learned, but doing the right thing. What we've quickly learned by working with other agents and other teams, other brokerages, and then just on the other side of agents, is that there are so many opportunities to be underhanded, under the table, shady, to lie, and we've seen a lot of agents do that. I've had people at other businesses that we work with have said, oh, we'll just tell them this. I'm like, well, I can't, because that's not the truth.
Right.
And I have to sleep at night. And so, realizing the magnitude of what we're dealing with on a day-to-day basis, I'm not going to lie to my clients, and so this has to deal with leaving money on the table, or, a win or a loss for my client. At the end of the day, I want them to know everything, what we're going through, right? I'm not going to overwhelm my clients, but at the end of the day, do the right thing. And I think that has been a very, very big part of the culture of the Bridge Group, is having integrity, having character in your business.
And I think that's one of the things that we're known for in this industry, and I think that that's why people like working with our team, or other agents do, and I think that that's very important that each one of our team members has that culture. The third top thing that we've learned is about a learning curve. When we first started real estate, we had no idea what we were doing. Cole always says he saw $1 million listing, he saw Ryan Serhant killing it, and was like, I could do this, and thought he could just jump right in.
It wasn't Serhant. Serhant, I was like, oh, that's very impressive. I probably can't do what he's doing, but I saw Luis, and I was like,
yes.
What? Yeah, like if he's doing it, I can definitely do it, which I was wrong. But
first, you have to have a coach, you have to have training. You can't just osmosis, just by watching a TV show, figure it out. We kind of learned that a little bit of the hard way. Joining a team, really absorbing and having that personal mentorship has helped. We hired a coach from the very beginning. We still have a coach. We have multiple coaches. And I think for anybody that's doing anything in life that's something new, take that learning curve, steepen that learning curve, and hire a coach or hire an expert to help you. And in real estate, that's what we're doing. You're hiring us to help you sell your house or to buy a house and not have to worry about all the ins and outs of all the minute details.
And or if you know someone that is a real estate agent that has just got their license or been in it a while and is going through a rough patch, the Bridge Group, that's why we established the Bridge Group, is to help other agents quickly close the gap to success. So definitely, close the learning curve. And the fourth thing is going to be everything I've learned about growing a team, growing a business of independent contractors. Yeah. It's like herding cats, and the interview process, and really honing that down, realizing that not everyone is going to be a good fit for our team. Just like not everyone is a good fit for us to work with buying and selling houses, not everyone is a good fit for our team and our company. And wanting to help people and wanting to coach and mentor and train and see people come into the same success. In the very beginning, I was very liberal and very like hey, come join the Bridge Group. What I quickly found out was something that myself and Blake Willis, if you're watching, I'll tell a little bit about our conversation with one of the vendors that he was using. One of the vendors, I think it was AC, no, it's insurance. He said, hey, I call him, I text him, no answer. And I quickly helped him find someone else. But the thing is, he said, no one really wants to work today. There's not really a lot of people out there with good work ethic. And I think that you can learn that, over time, and that grit, that book Grit that we're reading. But at the same time, a lot of people today just don't. They have this YouTube YouTube mentality. Like, I'm a Justin Bieber going to be found on YouTube. You know, like, no, you're not. You have to work hard. You have to have a good work ethic. And we have slowly, over the last 4 or 5 years, learned how to recruit, learned how to find the right people that we want to work with at the Bridge Group. And the fifth one, last one, is communication. I think that communication, my dad always says, is the basis of life. And I think that communication, if I could hone in on one skill, if I could have a superpower, it would be to be the best communicator ever, right? And so I think that, you know, in real estate, it's the skill that I always want to continue to build on is communication in these ways. So Kelly, there's a lot of bad news that we have to deliver in real estate. We have 81 steps to selling a property, but 36 steps to buying a property. You know, there's so much room. There's 14 different people, 21 different people on one side. There's so much room for error, and there's bad news that we have to deliver all the time. How do you see communication as helping us ease the delivery of that bad news?
Well, the first thing is just communicating, like you said at first. I think a lot of times when we have bad news, we procrastinate delivering the bad news, or we try to avoid it, when really that's just best to bite the bullet and just to be upfront and to figure out the solution right away. And the second thing would just be to be empathetic. I mean, it is hard to hear bad news when you're dealing with your biggest investment or this home that you've fallen in love with and now there's something wrong. I mean, just to really put yourself in that person's shoes and realize you're on the same team. Everyone's on the same team. We all have the same goal of either getting you in this house or selling this home, and really coming up with that game plan right away and making sure that everyone has a win at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I think in a good way, in a positive light, disarming, you know, ourselves, but disarming our clients. You know, I had a seller the other day that it wasn't negative, but it was just very honest feedback about his property as far as, you know, some of the paint and maybe it was a little dirty, it needed a deep clean and so forth. And he was like, don't they see, like, I'm working on it, and don't they know that I'll fix all that before? I said, hey, it's not against you. It's not a personal attack against you. It is a feedback, viable feedback for the product from the market. That's what we want. We want them to tell us what it is so that we can fix it. And if we fix it, then we all come to the closing table and get it done, meet the objective. So I think that is a huge part of communication within our industry. And I think it's lacking big time.
Those are just 5 of the many, many things we've learned over the past 8 years. It's been a very rewarding journey. People are the best part of this industry, giving them the keys to their dream home.
And the worst part of this journey.
We don't talk about that one on this video. That's for another video. But giving people the keys to their dream home and seeing the smiles on their faces, that's why we do this. And helping agents do the same things that we have accomplished over the past 8 years is so rewarding and so fulfilling. So we're so happy to be in this industry, to be in this career. We're excited for the next 8 years.